Welcome. I am Day, a woman in recovery from loss, grief, trauma, and addiction. I have found that in my years of active recovery, upon awakening, it is useful for me to affirm and devote myself to the me of my recovery, the one who ties all of the pieces of me together, gently and lovingly to face each day. With these daily affirmations, reflections, and devotions, walk with me on the journey of renewal and self reflection. And remember that you are not alone. Fair use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. January 21. Fair use. Serving my brother. The member talks to the newcomer not in a spirit of power, but in a spirit of humility and weakness. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, page 279. As the days pass in AA, I ask God to guide my thoughts and the words that I speak. In this labor of continuous participation in the fellowship, I have numerous opportunities to speak. So I frequently ask God to help me watch over my thoughts and my words, that they may be the true and proper reflections of our program, to focus my aspirations once again to seek His guidance, to help me be truly kind and loving, helpful and healing, yet always filled with humility and free from any trace of arrogance. Today, I may very well have to deal with disagreeable attitudes or utterances. The typical stock and trade attitude of the still suffering alcoholic. If this should happen, I will take a moment to center myself in God so that I will be able to respond from a perspective of composure, strength, and sensibility. Fair use. Courage to change one day at a time. In Al-Anon, January 21. Before Al-Anon, I could never tell the difference between what was and what was not my business. I felt I had to take care of everyone around me until I couldn't stand it anymore. I usually kept this up until I became physically ill. My body tried to tell me to pay attention to my own needs, but I simply wasn't ready to listen. Al-Anon helps me to listen and learn from my body, my soul, and my higher power. How do I do it? I try to check in with myself on a regular basis. Am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? If so, I can make a point of stopping what I'm doing long enough to attend my needs. When I pay attention to the messages I'm being given, I have a better chance of detaching from other people and situations. Should that be appropriate for me, this is the foundation of serenity. Today's reminder. I no longer have to wait until my health, my financial situation, or my emotional state collapses before paying attention to my needs. Today, I can practice becoming more aware of what my inner voice is trying to teach me. I can listen and learn. Don't listen to friends when the friend inside you says, do this. Mahatma Gandhi. Fair use. Just for today, daily meditations for recovering addicts. Unity and uniformity. January 21. Unity is a must in Narcotics Anonymous. Basic text, page 63. Unity is not uniformity. Unity springs from the fact that we have unity of purpose to recover and to help others stay clean. Even so, we often find that while we strive to fulfill the same purpose, our means and methods may be radically different. We can't impose our ideas of unity on others or confuse unity with uniformity. In fact, a big attraction of the NA program is the absence of uniformity. Unity springs from our common purpose, not from standards imposed on the group by a few well-meaning members. A group that has the unity which springs from the loving hearts of its members allows each addict to carry the message in his or her own unique way. In our dealings with each other in NA, we sometimes disagree rather vocally. We must remember that the details of how we get things done isn't always important, so long as we keep our focus on the group's primary purpose. We can watch members who vehemently disagree over trivial things pull together when a newcomer reaches out for help. Someone was there for us when we got to the rooms of NA. Now it's our turn to be there for others. We need unity to help show the newcomer that this way of life works. Just for today, I will strive to be a part of unity. I know that unity does not equal uniformity. Fair use. Today, Emotions Anonymous, January 21. Reflection for today. I once overheard it said that the way you can tell a spiritual thing from something material is in sharing. When you share something material, the more you share it, the smaller portion each person gets. On the other hand, when you share something spiritual, its value is simply multiplied by the number of persons with whom you share. They may in turn share it, thus increasing it 1,000-fold. The principles of this program are spiritual and to persevere in giving it away to keep it. Sooner or later makes the promises come true of having a new and better way of life. Meditation for today. May I focus on one step. I'll back up. I'll start over. Meditation for today. May I focus on one of the steps today and share it with someone. Today I will remember I can't give it if I don't have it. Fair use. Relationships. We remember we can talk, trust, and feel instead of control, isolate, and fume. Relationships can be different in recovery. BRB, Big Red Book, page 291. As children, we relied on our survival traits to protect us from harm. Gradually, they grew stronger and more ingrained as we encountered greater levels of family dysfunction and the resulting fear. We carried our traits into adulthood. Initially, we were unaware of their effects, but our relationships suffered. Through ACA, we realize our survival traits no longer serve us. When we consider emotional intimacy, we may feel scared and at risk for hurt. However, if we risk sharing ourselves with another, we become capable of having a true relationship. Trusting another person with our most valuable, I'll back up. Trusting another person with our most vulnerable selves is a new and maybe scary practice. We can let the other person earn our trust gradually as the relationship develops. We can ask for what we need rather than manipulate to get what we want. We can identify and share our feelings without shutting down or ruminating endlessly. We no longer need to keep our true selves locked inside. When we risk honesty and openness with another, we discover a world of new possibilities, including love. On this day, I have the courage to break old patterns that keep me from deeper connections with the people in my life. Share, subscribe, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be.